Okay, welcome to another night of Euro Truck Simulator 2. Still on 1.46. Right. Now, I should have been streaming last week, but I woke up with an almighty banging headache, so went back to sleep. And I didn't get up till Sunday. Right, we are in F232Y, my Falklands DAF XF106. Dog cam is up, but dog cam is currently on my lap. Right. Actually, I need to quickly exit this because I put a mod on the other day and I should have put it on this profile, but I haven't. So let me go back to my mod manager and we'll put the cat on. Right. Mod manager, cat. Fossils, cab cats. This cat is amazing. Local radio. Right. I also need to check that one as well, so I can have some hidden horns. Put the tab back on, and I think that is it. That I can't get to work. Right, and yeah, I want that one on as well. Okay, I think that's everything. I think that is everything. That was low. I don't know even why I bothered putting that on. It was bloody crap. Row X. Okay, yep, I'm happy with that. And activate. Okay, Steve is telling me I'm using an older game of the version of the game. Yes, I know, because ProMods hasn't been updated yet. My model railway front's coming on. That is coming on absolutely wonderfully. Oh dear, what do you want, Carl? What do you want? Ooh. My little dog wants some attention. Oh dear. What's up, Carl? No, you can't lie that. No, you can't lie. You're on the cable. You're on my cable, dog. Stop it. Right, let me go downstairs. Let me get my cup of coffee. Okay? While the game is reloading. Kettle's on downstairs. I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm not even... We're 10 minutes into stream yet, and I've not even done any trucking. No. No, I haven't. No. No. Right. Okay, so we are now ready to roll. We have got, I think it's an open pipe sound in this stuff, I'm not sure. It's certainly got a sound profile on it, but I'm not sure quite what the sound profile is. And it's night time. Right, let's put the cat in the cab. Right, we have got a choice of cats to put in this cab. Okay, let's see, we'll put him on there. We got Ghost, Loci, Spot, Void, Tobias, Tuxedo. Yeah, we'll put Toby in the cab, I think. So, where do we go today? Right, let's have a look at the job market. Cargo market, 52 degree. We are in Aberystwyth. It's all going down from Euroacres. So we'll go to Felixstowe, I think. RKW in Fleck. We'll go to Austria. Now, Austria is actually completely landlocked. Was originally in the past part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, I think. I'm not entirely sure on that one, so I can't really say yes or no for any definite. That cat showing its balls to the world. Hey, look at me, look at my balls. Meow. It's sleeping now. That's much better with this cat rather than having Techie and the cat. Techie just sleeps or he just sits there like looking out the window like with that same expression. That thing actually moves around, as you can see. I can put him on the bunk if I wanted to and he'd be like sitting on the bunk, or I can have him sitting on the seat. Now this is a tight one to get up to. I mean, you wouldn't want to take anything really big up here. I mean, if you imagine what it's like, you got two Arctics coming down here. Who gives way? One will have to back up. Sally! Just been jumped on by my dog. What's the matter? What's the matter? There's a good girl. Right. Okay, we are going to take some beef to Austria. We'll be taking in Luxembourg, Germany, and Austria. Well, our loading point is just around the corner there. The thing is, we can't actually back all the way around this, we have to lock it round here. Line up as if we're going back out. Open the window. Hello, welcome to my channel if you've just arrived. Hey Luke, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Euroakers in Aberystwyth, Promos. Still at 1.46 at the moment because it's not been updated. But I have other things going on now in my YouTube life. Yeah, I'm in the 106 by Shumi at the moment. So let's go. Let's go to Austria. Yeah, this cat's very much alive, unlike Decky. I think one of these days I'll have to do a Samarco skin. So from here we are going to go down towards the motorway. It wants me to go north. Right, it wants me to go south now, does it? Okay. Whee. So, what do you know, Luke? Anything good? Wasn't it? It's been a while since you've been around. You know, I've got 2 model railways in the back room now. With a rather depleted bank account. Now, for the rest of this month, probably won't be much. Ooh, good luck! Good luck with the exams. Maybe it'll lead to pastures great. What have you got planned after your exams though, Luke? A holiday? Ooh! So you might end up coming to England. Hello to customs queues. Incorrectly filled out CMR paperwork. Zero-star Michelin takeaways. shitty roads, lousy drivers, although you get them anyway. Yeah, look. Since Hi up life, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Been doing some work on my model railway, and welcome to Luke. I should have been streaming last week, but I wasn't feeling too great, so I stayed in bed. Instead of coming on Sunday, I decided to do some work on the model railway. You know, the worst one is when they hang around the front corner of trucks. I mean, you guys in France have it right. Angles morts. Okay, it means blind spot in French. But mort, I believe, means dead in France. You know, in French. So angles mort, dead angles. Because if you hang in them, you're dead. Because we can't see you. Perhaps he should have replaced the exclamation mark with a skull and crossbones. Good. Can't grumble. Bank balance can. Got paid at the last week. I started building my new model railway. I've spent £1,000 already. It's like, whoa, baby. So I've got to just rein it in for the next couple of weeks. Now I'll be buying a couple of more locomotives end of the month. And then I'm going to start looking for freight car. Well, the thing is though, it's like stuff I wanted anyway. We just happened to all come at once. Like, I purchased a buffet car, Mark III, and 7 Caledonian sleeper cars, again Mark III. So that's 8 cars there at let's just go to Dapple's website. Dapple Engage, Model Railways, Coaches. Shop here. Mark III. Yeah, 8 coaches at £33 a pop. I'm still working at Samarco, Luke. Driving a 26-ton DAF. The other day I had to refuse a pickup. It's like, nah, it can't go down there. No way. My truck is 4.4 metres high, that bridge is 3.2. It ain't gonna fit. exactly. So, I mean, okay, £33.48, along with £29, cheaper than I thought. Let's quickly go to my calculator. 3.5 times 7. Plus 2, 9. Yeah, £263 worth of coaches in one hit. And I've got another one coming as well. And I've got some Mark IIs coming as well, which are on back order. I've got a few locomotives coming as well. Just purchased as well a pair of Class 68s in ScotRail livery. Yeah, so that's now over 400 quid. Plus on my plywood, my timber, my track. Spent over 260 quid's worth of bloody points. Because the new layout has got 20 of the buggers. Yeah, probably I'm a bit crazy. Spent about roughly probably 2 days' pay. Take home, that is not gross. So I'm going to wind it back in for these next couple of weeks. And then obviously as well I've got my canopy. Because I've got stuff I can build now. I've got a canopy to build, I've got a platform to build. Then end of the month my back seat support is coming down, so I can put the actual back seat on it. Then I've got to order another DRS Rapid 68004 because the one I've got at the moment has got a bit of damage on it. I've lost a couple of bits off it, so I'm going to use that one to take to the club. So I'm going to have a second one of those, and that'll be on my new layout. I've got a 250 quid respray job coming next month. Then the following month I'll have another 250 quid respray job for some stuff I brought in 00. That 00 stuff is basically for Model Railway Club. I've also got a few repairs coming back to me as well from Bachmann. So I have 2 brand new DMUs, one of which I purchased but couldn't run it. Powered it up, lit up at both ends. Like, no drive. Like, what the fuck's wrong with this? Oh well. I'll rather than send it back to the eBay seller, I'll send it back to Bachmann. get it fixed. Because if I buy something from Dapol, it might be a little bit more awkward to send it back or get it fixed. If I buy stuff from Bachmann, no, she wouldn't. No, she bloody well would not. Unless, of course, she was in the same, had the same hobby as me. And obviously, as well, I've got freight cars to buy. I've also got on pre-order some ScotRail stuff coming through. No, not very likely. You know, model trains is a man's hobby. There are girls in the hobby, don't get me wrong, but it's more of a man's thing. It could be worse. My hobby might be driving around in rather expensive cars or classic cars. Then things get silly. Restoring a bloody vintage, an old Ford Cortina or Ford Capri or an old Hillman Hip or something like that. Then things get silly. Train sim probably just as expensive when you think about it, because you want to buy a TGV, well, that's a download. Oh, then you want to buy an Intercity 125, well, that's a download. Oh, but I want now a few Intercity coaches, well, that's a download. Because when my new my Dapol 6800 turns up, well, it's done, I've got to get myself a couple of chips for it, sound chip and what have you. So I'll probably get in touch with Dapol for that. I want a sound chip for the 68. Well, apparently, get this. I mean, my main modelling is N-Gauge, which is tiny. In fact, I don't think you can actually see the model. Bring this here for a moment. Right, back in a second. Right. I don't know if you can see it, but That's me 68. I don't know if you can see it very well. So I'm not quite sure where this is pointing. This one is 007 Valiant, class 68. In ScotRail colours. There is a detailing kit and also as well an accessories kit for couplings at this end. Tab. So just let me put that there. So there you are. That's it. She is tiny. Now, obviously I've got my N-gauge coupling at that end. No couplings at that end, but I have got couplings in the pack. I can remove all this detail here, all that detail there, and put a coupling on. Well, I've got two of these. One is called Valiant, the other is called Daring. And yes, you can get a sound chip for these as well. But Graham Farish do a 6-wheeled 060 shunter, which is about the same size as this wagon. It has sound in it. Well, these are a nice freight wagon. These will be going on to me first layout. This one will be. I've got 12. I think it's 12 of these things I've got. So there's like over 150 quid worth of bloody wagons there. But my plan is when my resprayed Dapple coaches come in place, I've got them back. They're going to get lightings put in them. And the lighting, I'll need 6 for that set. And that will be 60 odd quid there, just in lighting strips. And I've got the Caledonian Sleeper as well, which will be having another got another car coming out, although that's currently in Grand Central livery. Seems strange, Caledonian Sleeper Mark 3s with 2 Grand Central Mark 3s attached to it. That is because I plan to put lights in the train. Well, Graham Fires don't do any lighting kits for their trains. So I'll be running it slightly incorrectly with Mark 3s. So I'm going to have it lit up. And that's going to be probably about 7 cars, although I've got be 9 Mark 3s. So letting fireworks off. So for the next couple of weeks, there's got to be building things on it. Finish off my track work and building my station. Or at least the first part of my station. So that went. But the beautiful part with that railway is that, you know, I can recreate it to where I want to recreate it. My plan is to have that one set up for Northern Scotland. So I need to have a look at the Highland Sleeper, the Caledonian Sleeper Highlander section. See how many coaches that actually is. I think it might be 8. 3 sleeper coaches and day car and what have you. Welcome to England. I don't know at the moment. Because I'm running for Fox Transport now as opposed to my own VTC. Just bear with me a second, I will check. Don't think I am at the moment. No, I'm 5th at the moment. Lightning Bolt is 1st. But with a couple of good runs, I'll certainly push that through. Climb up the leaderboard, possibly. But I'm not chasing medals, rewards. once I get to where I've got to go. Yeah, fuck off, blue Volvo. SES really needs to work the AI. Right, it's coffee time, I think. And we'll do that when we get to the harbour. That is a little bit of a short exit route for the services. So we've got, basically, we've got to go to, we're going around London, and we are going to go to the ferry. We'll take the ferry because we've got a fridge. Well, this fridge is currently, it's got the trailer to the other Falklands plated truck. Okay. Let's have a look at that. I've spent about several weeks planning a layout, replanning a layout, replanning a layout. The one I've come up with now is pretty much what I intended Newhall Road to look like. You're talking about tracks, expensive hobbies. A mate of mine, he passed his class 1 earlier on this year. He used to do track days. That's when things get, now that is an expensive hobby. That is ridiculously expensive. Well, I think when we knew layout, I think the first part of our plan and layout, I think will be my traction yard. That's a nice livery, that is Roex Logistics. We've got 22 hours, 51 hours on the job remains, and we should be alright. Nestle. Oh, that's a new one actually. Yeah, I think Flight Sim is probably one of the most expensive games going, I think. But, on the other hand, Flight Sim is a very good bit of kit. Because it's so detailed, I mean, you can plus your use it to gain more unlogged hours in a real aircraft whilst practicing for your private pilot's license, because that's what Squirrel did. When he couldn't get to an aeroplane, he practiced on Flight Sim. Things like flaps, gear up, gear down, about it. Yeah. This are all your procedural things that you have to do in an aeroplane. You know, correct landing procedure, correct takeoff procedure, and the likes. Because that's how good of a Flight Sim it is. And apparently, because he was at Peterborough one year, and I asked him, you know, I got to speak to him. How well did Flight Sim help you with your real life flight training? And it did. It helped him a hell of a lot. And if you go back to, say, Ellie O'Dare on YouTube, she used American Truck Sim to help her pass her commercial driver's license in the United States. That's how good of a sim this is. You know, and I think to some degree, this and Scania Driving Sim helped my mate pass his Class 1. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I would like Logitech to do a wheel based on the G29 or the G, what's it, with stalks for indicators wipes as opposed to flappy paddles. That actually rotated round for the indicators, flick down for the engine braking, up and down for the indicators, roll it round for the lights. Because that would make Because at the moment I've got the farm sim box. There. There's quite a bit of money there. Yeah, and I use that for my game. So all my lights and stuff, you know, lights, engine, gearbox, wipers, lift axles, what have you. They are controlled by the little box. And one of the moderators on Fox and Box said, "Do you play Farm Sim?" Nope. Then you're wasting your money. Now I had a look at button boxes. Yeah, they are good. They're a nice little gem. And to get a button box with a key, with gear control, gear rotator selectors, and a handful of switches, over £300 fucking pound. That's like €400. And I've got, on this one, I've got 27 function buttons. 27. And I got it for about £100. So who's wasting money? It ain't me. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this thing's been pretty completely reliable since the day I got it. I mean, it was, when I saw it, I thought, yeah, no. When it come out of the box, I was like, fuck, it's big. I had to get rid of my, sell my gear selector, because I was never going to use it again. Like, I got nowhere to put it. Because I can only put it where me cup goes. You know, sat between me G29 and my farm box. Because otherwise I'd have to push my bloody wheel over. And nah, I'm not having my wheel set halfway across the bloody left hand side. Fuck that. Be awful. And people actually slated these Cytec Logitech boxes as being unreliable, cheap and cheerful. You've got one and it's been trouble free. I've got one, it's been trouble free. They're brilliant. Yeah, occasionally it double presses. Well, I think that's a software thing. Because I've noticed I occasionally get double presses on my G29 and on my keyboard. They're brilliant. don't think it's not. It's a problem with sticky buttons. Because I've noticed occasionally I'll get double presses on the keyboard. It's not just the Logitech box that's affected. And people on the forums have also noticed as well. I think it's more to do with STS's game engine. Although it doesn't work. Should have held on there. Yeah, and that's, I mean, I brought the Thrustmaster 248, but I'll give it a try. Put me G20, the other G29 I had for ages, up for sale. And it sold it. Yeah, I did. That's because I'm concentrating more on cleaning my button box than I am actually physically driving. You know, and that's better. That's better. It's clean now. The Thrustmaster, it was clicky. It was clacky. Yeah. What I'm saying here, flashing my lights. You can't hear my clicking on the 248. Clack, 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 clack. You can hear it. I was like, can't be doing with that. Cannot be doing with that at all. So I thought, right, fuck it. That was why. Tiplock's wrong. Yep. Fucking bollocks to it. So I bought myself a another G29. Was it absolutely brilliant things? Right, whilst we're here, go grab myself a cup of coffee. Because I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee. And also as well, whilst I'm here, I'm going to check on eBay. eBay for a mobile phone cradle. I also going to need some of these. Yeah, some of these low profile buildings, ultra low relief. These are what I'm going to be using on my layout next. Right. Mobile phone cradle. I want one that's got sucker mount. I want one that's got the ability to screw it to a dashboard. I don't particularly want one that's got goes in vents either, because it's going to be hard mounted to some plywood. That might work. Because it's going to be for my controller on the other layout. So what was that? Spring loaded. But doesn't wrap around. I want like a compression clamp. Because a lot of the ones I see, yeah, and they look really great, but the so a lot of them clamp into the grills. Which, when you got your grill active or something like that, which is a paired grill, doesn't do your phone any good because you're blasting it with hot air sometimes. Wheel clip, nope. I used to have quite a few that you would like could screw down to the dashboard, and yeah, it used to leave holes in the dashboard, but it used to leave it in place. Right, nothing there. Closest I've seen that could be useful for is one that actually clips over. Well, I don't like putting things in vents. Not because, like I say, because it causes your phone to overheat, but over time it wrecks the vents. Right, so I can close that off, shut that down, and now go downstairs and make myself a cup of coffee. So I'll be back in a moment. Right. Got me coffee. Quickly check Facebook as well whilst I'm here. And I'll get rolling again. I mean, the other thing I could do is get some knock something up with some plywood. But on the whole, it's going to be relatively simple to put together. Right. Just one last thing I've got to check, and that is all gauge layouts. I'm probably gonna need get some timber, I think, and shim my layout to get it all nice and level. Another class 68, another class 66. Which then I can couple up to my Japanese Kato wagons, which trouble is with the Katos, they're so free running. Any slope, any gradient, they find them. I've got about 5mm drop on my layout. Because I've mounted it on the floor and use everything all the same length. I think I'm going to have to get myself some adjustable feet up for it, I think. And mount them to the side so I can just tweak them and adjust them. But again, that's not really an issue right now. Right, welcome to France. Bonjour à France. Next stop is going to be Austria. Nice steady drive. Through France. Ah, what a sky though. Fire engine's a bit overkill for around here. Onto the auto route and off we go. We've got, I'll say, still got 1,000 kilometres to go, yeah, so about another hour. Then I go to, I'll say, Hatton's end of the month, get myself in vaccines, get myself some more timber, build up the vaccine area. Ballast it, put the vaccine down, get me fences installed, do me traction yard. But the nice one about, like, with this one, I don't know if you've actually seen the video on YouTube, I put up on YouTube. I can... Okay. Nice thing about, I do like about Flight Sim, is that it uses Google Maps for all the terrain data as far as I'm aware. Yeah, so it's actually completely accurate. What I don't like about Flight Sim is that everything's in real time. So if you want to fly to New York, you can have 9 hours available. Or if you're doing it like an old Boeing 377 Stratocruiser, you need a lot more than that. So 2 weeks, I can spend a bit more money. Not a lot. Well, that wasn't planned for this month. Just spend a little bit of money. Fucking hell. But on the other side, I had a phone call off Rails of Sheffield. Because in January I ordered some Kato buildings, but they were out of stock and they didn't know when you were going to get them. So I took them off my order and put them as a separate order. And I had a phone call off Rails. Your Kato buildings have come in. I'm like, yeah. One of them, the box is a bit mashed, but we've had a look at the item and the item's perfectly undamaged. Do I still want it even if the box is undamaged? You know, is mullered. Well, I says to him, well, obviously in that case, the box has done its job. The box is there to ensure that the product gets from shelf to customer in one piece. Wrap it up in bubble wrap and send it my way. Because as long as the box is undamaged, but the product is fine, I'm okay with that. Because I'll probably won't be keeping the box anyway. I can clear out that little bit of space on by my station on Newhall Road. I'll be putting my new buildings there. Which will lead down there. I'll have to get a couple of low relief car parks for that one. But what I need to do, I need to work out now how to lead pull out of Newhall Road. Not Newhall, sorry, out of Pentland Junction. Yeah, exactly. Well, it'd be good if you could say, for example, you know somebody who does a different shift pattern to you, and you're good friends with them, who's also got the same game. Is it possible for, say, me living in this? If I got Flight Sim, yeah, you got Flight Sim. And imagine if Luke had Flight Sim. Would it be at all possible? Well, basically, your flight hours are coming up. Okay, Luke FR, you have control. And he can then fly your plane. And when Luke's finishes, he hands it to me. Makes sense. Because that way you can have two computers on Flight Sim in the same room, linked together. I think Steam did something like that with Euro Truck. Where you can do remote driving or something like that. Remote play, I think they called it. Ah, 1,000 kilometers to go. For the ballasting bin layout, I'm going to need a new ballasting pot. Just lights. I'd like these to be brought into a separate keybind. So we don't have to use F4. I can just use my keyboard. I can turn them on, turn them off. That's an ICE. We're still in France. I think. We're still in France. No, we're in Belgium. We're in Belgium. But with my new layout as well, New Hull Road, I'm going to run pretty much anything. Yeah, that's what it's all about. The idea of basically hand over, what's it? Because then you can keep your plane flying. It's like, okay, Tim, I need to go get myself a coffee and have a bio break. Back in 5 minutes. You have control. But then, as you move your stick around, forwards, backwards, pitch and yaw, use the FF, I think it's got FFB, so if you go too far up, but don't put your power on, it sits there and shake, gives you a stick shaker. Well, if it's obviously then got force feedback, use that. So as you pull your stick back, his stick also moves backwards. You then obviously put a roll input in place, and then his stick also rolls. Because if you ever see a plane in the cockpit in real life, and the pilot's sitting there, he's doing inputs, the other stick also moves. Now, because a few years ago I went to Truckfest in late 90s, early 2000s, and Air Omega were doing helicopter flights over the show. They don't do them now, but it was great. And I guess I'd go in the front seat of a Jet Ranger. But this particular Jet Ranger still had live foot pedals. And the pilot just said, keep your feet away from the pedals, and because they're still live. They hadn't been disconnected and locked. There's no yoke in front of me, just that there were foot pedals there. And of course, as he rotated around, you look down and you see his foot pedals traversing. So I think use it with, if you're foot control, your yoke and stuff have got FFB, you can probably then work it so that your controls also move, which would be great. What the fuck? Rocky, rocky, rolly, rolly, bouncy, bouncy. Germany! Deutschland! We're heading down towards Frankfurt, Cologne. Yeah! That's the thing about, I've heard about Flight Sim. It teaches you a lot of procedural. Which brings me back to the point I mentioned a while back about Squirrel using it to help him on his PPL. Over the Rhine. Oh, is that got the interior cab lights on? don't think I'll come off here. That's right. Now, we are basically going down there. And then we'll be going down towards Frankfurt, Nuremberg, then down to there. There's no real small roads I can take at the moment. Well, the only boss it is that one, but it takes us way out of the way. It's pretty much Autobahn all the way. I think Scania Driving Sim's probably a bit better than that, because it gives you test exercises. But it does teach you the basics of how to handle a truck. What to watch for. As long as SCS have done it right with regards to where the trailer actually pivots, then we should be okay. You should be okay with it. Shit, I need fuel. I just know, like, fuck. Where's I need fuel point? Yeah, there's there. There we are. 200 kilometers to go, I need fuel. If you want the maneuverable truck though, I think Eurotruck is better for maneuverability. American trucks do seem more stable. And what we'll do, we'll stop here as well at this fuel station. So I also think as well, let's have a look, it's undiscovered territory. Well, hell, I've only actually discovered 15% of the map. Although, that's because I've got a big map on. Let's have a look at something else. I'm going to show you. XF. Upgrade. Let's quickly... There. That's my current paint scheme that I've got right now. But if I go to 4x2, take these off here. And then put that plate on. I think it's that plate. There we are. Can't put it on the Schumy's long wheelbase DAF. So as you can see, it's a bit wrong. It's too short. But it does go with that one there. Yeah. I do like that. I mean, everybody who's seen this truck, this livery, has actually praised it. Especially ex-service people. But this on the back is meant to be colour. So I made it black and white, then added the poppies on. But we're almost there. We're almost at the end of the run now. We've got 700 kilometres to go, so not that far. With this pack as well, I do plan on redoing some of the license plates. Redo all the DDSs with new fonts. have it so that, for example, BY, which I think is Belarus, have it so that the license plate ends up something something 2Y. AZ, for example, would be something something 2Z. Let's go get some fuel. I'll get another cup of coffee. Ah, it's there. That's the way in it. If it wasn't, it is now. Yeah, I was actually in the red. Yeah. Trucks or computers can be expensive. What I'm going to do now is just quickly just stick it up the corner there. Yeah. I mean, Spike isn't a high-end computer. You know, she's only a mid-spec. So she was like 1,500 quid. Ah, it's a job place. Okay. Probably breaking a few laws parking there, but what the hell. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I can imagine. Don't you store the map on the cloud or something with Flight Sim? Because the map is like literally a one-to-one scale map of the world. Right. Okay, back with you guys. Got my coffee. Dog's fast asleep. Just had a cat give me the evil eyes there. Go on, I do like this new cat in the cab. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of graphics packs with this as well. I mean, sometimes it can go the other way because it smooths out and takes out all the stuff that you don't need. But other times it can make it work a lot harder. Well, here we are, back on the Autobahn with 700 kilometers to go or thereabouts. Yeah, in a couple of months' time as well, I'll be spending some more money, serious money on the model railway, because I'm getting myself a ScotRail 158. All the new one, Pentland Junction, everything is going to be, passenger-wise, will be mainly ScotRail. All the passenger stuff is going to be ScotRail, apart from 3 items. They're going to be Northlink, which has got a Scottish link anyway. Then what I'll do as well, I'll get another one of those Kato DMUs. I'll get Jabmar to put that ScotRail pack colours for us. I might have a couple of I'm possibly going to have a couple of heritage items on there. Maybe a kettle. I'll have a look, see what steam engines ran up that neck of the world. I haven't noticed any real performance issues with Spike. But my other computer, if you go back to some of my earlier live streams, before I got, well no, they weren't live streams actually, they were just recording gameplay. It would stutter. Very, very frightening. Yeah. But a mate of mine could notice it. I never noticed it. But he commented when I was watching this how smooth, even with Spike's moderate, bloody what's it? Graphics card. How smooth it is. Because I've got everything pretty much on either high or ultra. With my other computer, I had to have everything on medium. Now, what's this bloody caravan going to be doing? I've got PNG graphics on this, although not on every profile. But I think SCS, they do their graphics to be sort of, you know, their skybox and scenery graphics and stuff like that. They don't make it absolutely super optimized, so you can run it on various machines. Doesn't need to be a high spec machine, which is probably why when you got a top end computer you're running base game graphics, the graphics look awful. But hell, it's better than the graphics on 18 Wheels of Steel. That's just one step above Mario Kart. Head down towards Nuremberg now. Which, as a matter of what's if you know your history, when Adolf Hitler was coming to power, he gave a lot of his rallies in Nuremberg. Then of course World War II happens. He invades Poland. England says, get out of Poland or we'll declare war on you. He didn't. We declared war on Germany. We pummeled 7 shades of shit out of each other for 6 years. Then, in 1945, the Germans surrender. Actually, what date are we today? The 7th, I think we are today? What date are we today? Yeah, we're the 6th today. So on Bank Holiday Monday is VE Day. Now, after victory in Europe, we rounded up a lot of the SS, both us and the Russians, and the Americans did. various members of high-ranking members of the Nazi Party and this, that, and the other, and put them on trial. The trial was held in Nuremberg. Kind of ironic, really. It kind of went full circle. Probably has. But having said that, I've never played Train Sim. I don't need to play Train Sim. I have Train Sim 3D in my back bedroom, although it takes up most of my back bedroom. Because he passed the sign for Nuremberg. That's why. And of course the date is significant. Just bear with me with that, because I will go off on just a random tangent somewhere. Because we're heading to Nuremberg. And off to Austria. Although I will have to do at least one live stream with a topic to talk about. I've not done one of those for a while. Sometimes, if I'm passing through a certain area, I'll try to link in something. It's like if you go to Daugavpils in, I think it's in Latvia. As you come in, there's a war memorial. Some Red Army battle, famous battle of World War II. Yes, I did. I'm like, where the fuck is my phone gone? I don't know where the fuck my phone is. Beep, 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 beep. Bzzz. Ah, there it is. Although only people on the latest 4G. If I had a Nokia 8310, I wouldn't have got it. I mean, some people still got like the old Nokias, which don't have a camera, don't have 3G, don't have what internet, don't have Wi-Fi. They're just a phone. You can make a phone call, you can send a phone call, and you can receive a text message. And you get people like, please download the COVID app and scan the... What with, motherfuckers? I have a phone. I don't have a computer in my hand. I have a phone in my hand. You go, it's about that. Not every now. I think it was a test. You go to the deposit store, it's like, have you scanned the COVID app? Clunk. That's my phone. Oh, I've not seen one of those before. Is it a smart? No. It's got keypad and a screen, not a screen. Oh, you'll have to scan the COVID. What? How? I never did. Because the smartphone I had at the time couldn't have you. It didn't have any space for the COVID app, so I never bothered with it. Because the trouble with that one, you can be sat in traffic and because it worked the Bluetooth, and somebody in the car next to you is in Wi-Fi range. You've been close to somebody testing positive for COVID-19. How? I've been in my car all day. I mean, it was picking up signals from the house next door. I mean, I'm pretty sure that some people have been living next door to somebody who was self-isolating. Put the phone on the mantelpiece at the front, up the corner by where the TV is. Just happens to be where the next person put the phone. And the phone's about 2 foot away from each other, in 2 completely different dwellings. You may have been exposed to somebody with COVID-19. How? That person hasn't come out of their house. I've not spoken to that person. They're self-isolating. I've not spoken to them. I've not even seen him for 3 weeks. That was a problem with that app. Although the World Health Organization has removed COVID from the threat list. You know, it no longer poses a health emergency. But credit to where credit's due. It's a good thing. It's, you know, because it has brought about some revolutions in medicine. But it's probably the only reliable thing to come out of China. It's actually lasted more than 3 months. Yeah, just like it wasn't the thing that we wanted to last for 3 months out of China. Yeah. If only the Chinese could make their cars as reliable as bloody COVID-19. I mean, it didn't bother me that much. I mean, I wasn't scared of the virus. But I do think that the way we are, we've become so germophobic. We've wiped out most of the germs in the kitchen and shizzle like that. Our immune system is becoming lazy. Yeah, it's relying on too much on chemical intervention. So that when we get a virus, yeah, it's lethal to us. Because our immune system doesn't know what to do. I mean, I was at a model boat convention. I was at the canal boat show a few years ago. I go to get a hot dog and the woman dropped the sausage. Because it flirted out the bloody thing. And I reached out, picked the sausage up. We can't sue me that. That doesn't matter. We have to make it new. Why? Oh, fuck it. Oh. It was only on the floor for 2 seconds. I still fucking hate it. Yeah. So, in some degrees, I wanted light exposure. I probably got it. Because, yeah, I stayed within the guidelines, but I wasn't sort of like, that person's got COVID-19. People were, yeah, I stayed within the 2 metre wattage, but I wasn't sort of scared of the virus. Respect it, but don't fear it. Because if you do get a mild exposure, not heavy exposure, but mild exposure, you'll build up a natural immunity to it. When I got the... oh, he's floating. Cat's floating. Yeah, exactly. You see builders eating their bloody fish chips. They've got bloody cement dust and bloody chemicals on their bloody hands. They ain't fucking bothered. Austria. Yeah, so to some degree, I mean, I was probably exposed to COVID-19, just that I never caught it. I never tested positive on the 2 occasions I had a test. Because on the first day of the, on my first jab, I felt like shit having had that first jab. Second booster came along. I was given an LFT, negative, as the jab. But shortly after, I didn't feel right, but it wasn't like on the same 24 hours. The symptoms came about a week after. I thought, have I picked up something? So I had a PCR test. It's a PCR, the Lowosset one, the high accuracy one, just in case I picked it up, like, you know. Because obviously if I got it, I've got to isolate. Nope, negative. So I was fine. You don't really want to be eating with oil on your hands. Some of the stuff that you might be exposed to might be toxic. Yeah, we should allow our natural immune system to do its job. People who worked in less clean environments fared better, I think, than those people who live in completely sterile environments. I mean, what a surprising was, it was places like Ghana. When COVID-19 got in there, you were able to deal with it pretty quickly. Yeah, because they're used to Ebola. So they're able to deal with it pretty bloody well. Yeah. I agree, it would be a build up your natural immune system. Although, that aside, I was watching some random videos on Facebook. An article came up. Read this. Now, bear in mind, if you have chicken, you need to cook it thoroughly, because it's very well known for bringing in salmonella. This guy was seen walking through a department, like a shopping mall, I think it was, somewhere in Australia, and he was eating chicken raw. Yeah, they do. Because again, they don't let their immune system do its job. I mean, they say don't sleep with bloody, let your pets sleep with you. Hell, when I go to bed, my little dog sleeps with me. It's curled up next to me. And if she's got anything, I've got it. I've had it. If I've had something, she's had it. What was a mild inconvenience 100 years ago is now come, in the future, because of the way we're living, could be fucking lethal. Now, I think I've got a fairly good immune system. Obviously, if we do catch something, I'll be down for a couple of days, but I'll bounce back. What's Oscar doing? How's it, Oscar? Show your balls to the world. 60 miles to go. Then I'll be able to park up and end the stream here once we get to Austria. I don't know, I might do something tomorrow. I bet quite a few ambulance staff did. You didn't. And where do you sleep with your wife? In the same bed. So she got exposed, she caught it, you got exposed to it, your body saw, hang on, what's this? Bish bash bosh. Yeah. Lo and behold, you don't catch it because your body picked up something and dealt with it. Possibly. never know. I mean, I always eat off a clean plate, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I always wash me my dishes before I eat. You know, I eat off them. But I don't live in such a way where I live in a completely sterile environment. I'm clean, but I'm not sterile. That's us. Now, if I drop a sausage on the floor, I've got competition. So I've got to pick it off the floor and eat it before little four-legger over there sees it and goes, I'm having that. Yes, fuck off, transit man. Well, here we are. Graz. Our destination's somewhere over there. Occasionally the dog has one. But when my mother was alive and we were living at the old house a few years ago. What was it? It was when I was living in Lilac Grove, the council house. I was doing something. Mother shouts out, if you don't come down now, yeah, your dinner will be in the dog. Yeah, okay. Carry on doing what I'm doing. Comes out about 2 hours later, where's my dinner? And a fat bloody Yorkshire Terrier cross is just looking at me and saying, I enjoyed that. Yeah, my dinner was in the dog. In more ways than one. Right, here we are, here we are, here we are. But I bet I'm not the only person who's, you know, mothers said that to them. Like, if you don't come down now, your dinner's in the cat. Although, when I was working at Bowie's Logistics, I was you get orders for pet food. We have a big pallet of dog food that we'd have to break down into smaller sections. I've been packing this pet food. It comes home, it's like, Maggie wants feeding. Open up the cupboard, and there's this pet food. Like, I've been handling that all day. I don't want to handle that again. Not that fucking KFC. She got boneless chicken wings. Right. That's it for now. Let's see. Well, I've just done 2,000 kilometers. Lovely. And I will see you next week. Probably on a Friday. Sorry, not Friday. Probably on a Saturday. We'll see. But now I'm going to log off for the night and take a break from trucking and do some train stuff. But for now, take care and have an absolutely fantastic day. Bye for now.